by Sir Benjamin Franklin, that investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So the whole idea is that my topic and my content, which I'm going to discuss today, and the agenda topic which is given to me is on the basic of the mutual fund. So I'll not go and share about features of mutual fund, how it works, what happened, but my purpose would be that why one need to invest in mutual fund. Uh, so if you just see these people, we all know Amazon, Microsoft, Warren Buffett, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. So just think for a minute in your mind that what different they have done in their life, and because of which they all are successful. So when I was reading about them, one common thing which I found in all of them is like for them the people are working for them. And so let me just give an example to you. For example, if we use more Facebook, the wealth of Mark Zuckerberg increase. If you use more Microsoft, Bill Gates will become more. He'll add more money in his kitty. So my whole idea is that what is the most common thing apart from you can read it? They all read a lot. They do spirituality, social work, X, Y, Z. But the most common thing is that the people are working for them. Despite of that, whether they are going to their office or not, somebody is working on behalf of them. Their business is very well diversified across the sectors. They invest in different businesses. So the common thing is that the people are working for them. My question to you all, just think if we have a second source of income in our life, will our quality will improve or it will deteriorate? So honestly, our quality of life will improve if we have a second source of income in our life by way of in the form of FD interest, or maybe in the form of rent from the house, or maybe the partner is working. So the quality of life improve. So my purpose that when somebody is going to invest in mutual fund, that will going to help to generate a second source of income for you. So whenever you need to create a second source of income in life, we need to invest some money. For rent you have to buy a house, for interest you have to buy FD, to have to get a second source of income from your partner you have to marry. It means that you have to invest somewhere in your life. So mutual fund will help you to create a second source of income, like the way that all the top billionaires has made over the period of time. Let me give an example how. So I don't know how many of you have invested in mutual fund. I believe because all are highly educated, many of you are chartered accountants. So most of you have already invested in mutual fund. Just to take a time and to brief a small, this is a portfolio of any of the mutual fund scheme. So what happened that mutual fund invest in some of the stocks, like Prakash ji has shared that you invest in stocks, correct? Then again Aditi has shared some of the top brands like Infosys, Airtel, SDFC, LIC, and so on and so forth. So how exactly mutual fund is working? My purpose is that how is generating a second source of income for you in your life. Just take an example. If you read Mahindra and Mahindra, on the third line is mentioned 1.44. What it means? Somebody has invested 100 rupees into this portfolio. So what is going to happen? 1.44 rupees goes to Mahindra and Mahindra, 1 rupees goes to Tata, 9 rupees goes to ICICI, 7 rupees goes to SDFC. So what is happening? We are going to invest in your money into these companies. Now just think you are in job or maybe in business. You are doing your business. You are a chartered accountant. You are doing your audit. But because you invest in these companies, so these companies are working for you. They hire the most of the professionals of their life. These companies are working for you. So my whole idea is just think on a different perspective. Today, let's say any of the businessman has a business of, because the first line is coming auto, has a business of spare part, the auto spare parts, and you get a contract with Mahindra, Tata, Maruti, and other thing. Will your business will flourish or not? Definitely your business will flourish many folds. Again, any of us in our family will get a chance that to work in this company as a very senior level. We feel proud. But if somebody going to tell you to invest in these companies, then the question will come like Prakash ji has mentioned, that the question will come that yo, has a satta bazaar, ye to jua hai, yahan paisa lagana. So what I'm trying to give a message to you, the mutual fund is the way which is helping others to generate a second source of income in their life. You do your job, you do your business. What is doing? You are investing some of your money in the businesses where businesses are working for you. You are investing in different sectors. For example, ICICI Bank, there is some issue in ICICI Bank and tomorrow is happened, ICICI Bank closed. Does it mean that Ultratech Cement or Dr. Reddy will close their business? The answer is no. So what is happening? You are investing your money in different sectors, in different companies with top-notch businesses of India. If you believe that India is a developing country and we are going to grow in our life, so it is very important that we need to participate into Reddy. If you have to invest in top 100 companies of India and just enjoy the journey, invest some of your money over there and part of the journey. So mutual fund in nutshell, helping you to create a second source of income in your life. So there are some of the things, just a brief, I don't take much time. Let's take a small example, how it works. Let's say I have a 1 crore in my pocket and I want to buy a land, because we in India, the most important thing is land. We all learn in our life is land is the most important asset class. So I continue with that example. Let's say I have a 1 crore rupees and want to buy a land of 100 crore rupees. I'll go to bank and ask for 99 crore rupees loan. Bank will not give me because I have only 1 crore rupees and 99 crore rupees bank will not give me. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask the people or my friends or my colleagues, let's put 1 crore each and buy this land of 100 crore rupees. Now, I found 100 people and each of us had invested 1 crore rupees. Then finally, we are able to buy the land. Now, this 100 crore land become 200 crore. What it means, my 1 crore will be 2 crore rupees. On the other way around, on the contra side, let's say this land of 100 crore rupees become 50 crore. 1 crore will be 50 lakh rupees. So when you are investing in mutual fund, you are investing in companies, and when you are investing in companies, and it is the profit is in a proportionate manner. If it will grow, you make your money. If it will go down, you are going to lose money. That's the way the mutual fund work. So this is a theoretical part. I put it very simple. I hope all of us have a saving account in our bank. For saving account, what we do, we simply go to the bank, fill one form, give the PAN card, the Aadhaar card copy and check, and fill the KYC detail, and we open the saving account. That is a simple process. If somebody want to open an account in mutual fund, nothing else is required. Now what happens when you have a saving account or current account, you can go and anytime you take out your money from the bank. Same things apply to the mutual fund, that you can go anytime and take out the money. There are two things. One is, if you read the slide is written that equity funds, debt fund and cash fund. So what I mean by equity here, very simply, the equity means that you are investing in businesses, companies. Debt means simply that you are going to give money somebody as a lending a money. Just think that when you are going to buy a FD in a bank, what you are doing? You are just lending a money to the bank.
अरे वाह भाई प्रेम,
Pardon?
कमाल कर दिया तुमने.
Pardon, sir?
Sir,
Continue, sir.
he is unmute. That's why.
Yeah, no issues.
Okay.
So equity, I brief, that is a businesses. Debt is very simple, that you are going to lend money and you are going to earn some interest rate on that.
I request everyone else to mute their screen.
Okay. So debt, you are just going to lend money at some interest rate. So how easily you are going to get a money from the mutual fund? When you invest in land, it is difficult to sell. When you invest in gold, again, your wife will not allow to sell any of the gold. But in the case of mutual fund, the liquidity is very high. Any point of time, you can take out the money. For example, in the case of equity, you invest in any of the business, it will take 3 working days to get the money into your bank account. When we talk about debt fund, it means it is very synonym to bank FD. When you invest in debt fund, you will get your money in T plus 1 day, yani ki you will get a money in 1 day. Even though we have reached to that level, you need a money in the night at 12 o'clock. We will issue a debit card to you which is called a liquid funds or a cash funds, where you go at the night at 12 o'clock carrying a debit card of mutual fund, just go and swap up to 50,000 rupees in the night at 12 o'clock. So we are also reaching at the same level the way the saving bank account work. So whatever you think about your net banking, whatever you think about saving bank account, all the similar features are available in the mutual fund in terms of the liquidity, in terms of the transaction. Correct? So mutual fund nowadays are open-ended funds. It means that you can enter any point of time and you can take out any type of money. One of the biggest drawback of the mutual fund is that it will not make you a good investor. What I mean by that, because mutual funds are open-ended, you can enter any point of time or you can take out any point of time. So what used to happen that people used to track the market, whether the price of the shares or price of the NAV has increased, and immediately you try to take out the money. Just think for a moment. There are four quadrants. I hope many of you have read about Robert Kiyosaki. He mentioned so beautifully, his book's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So what he explained beautifully that asset is what that which generating money for you, and liability is something which is taking on money for you. And I'm not saying that is my language. He quoted that, for example, if I'm buying a property for my own consumption, actually it's a liability because I'm not going to sell it. So anything which you are going to consume, it become a liability because you have to maintain that. The asset is what which is going to generate a cash for you. Just think, all the top, the millionaire or billionaires, why they are rich? They are not rich because of the land, because of the gold, because of the FD, because of the interest rate. They are rich because they are running the businesses. Now, what is the biggest mistake people does in their life is that when they invest in mutual fund or they invest in equity, because you can take out any point of time, because it's open-ended, you can enter any point of time, you can exit any point of time. You take out your money from the business, and then people ask, "Here, I have not made money." Why? Because we are not following the same principle of the great billionaires. Why they are rich? Because they invest in businesses. So biggest drawback of mutual fund is that it makes you impatient. You will take out your money immediately whenever it's required. And the biggest mistake people does that take out the money from the asset class which has a highest potential to deliver the return. Some of the small advantages of the mutual fund, I will not to take much of the time, but I want to spend only 1 minute on one thing, which is this is a professional management. If you go through and read any of the background of the people who are going to, like Prakash ji has mentioned, and then Aditi has also mentioned, you have to go with the brand and the quality and the people. So if you just go and read about the professional people who go into manage the mutual fund, the minimum qualification, if you read, is IIM Ahmedabad, Harvard, CF or chartered accountant. You will not find any average person in this field who is going to manage your money. I also mentioned that is diversified. What I mean by diversification, we are going to invest across sectors, auto, bank, insurance, so further so and so forth, and we're investing in different companies. The most important thing where I want to spend time, which is a tax benefit. We all know everything is taxable across the world. You buy land, it is taxable. You buy gold, it is taxable. You buy FD, it is taxable. You buy equity, it is taxable. Now, if you all are tax expert, I learn very basic things in life is that why businessmen make more money? Because they pay tax at the end. And what is the biggest challenge with the salaried class? They never get the salary without deducting a tax. Hence, it is very important that whatever money I am earning through my salary or my business, I am already paying a tax. If I'm not aware of where I'm going to invest my money, whether it is tax efficient or not, that's the biggest blunder people do in life. So we have done the study and we tried to find 5 basic principles because of which people has not made money. Let's take example, two people have started their journey together. One has have very quality of retirement in his life, other person is struggling. The reason is very simple. One would be that he doesn't have a financial plan. Second, he has not diversified. Third, and the most important thing is a taxation. People are ignorant about taxation. So just want to spend 1 minute on that. What is the taxation on the equity? The mutual fund has a least taxation because government also give advantage to that. Least taxation across 4 asset class. There are only 4 asset class in world: real estate, commodities like gold, silver, other thing, your FD like debts, and the fourth is a equity, which is a mutual fund or maybe a ETF or index funds. So in equity, the taxation is only 10% if you are going to redeem a money after 1 year. up to 1 lakh after 1 year, it is tax free. So let's say if I invested 10 lakh rupees and after 1 year my 10 lakh become 10 lakh 90,000 rupees, it means my gain is 90,000 rupees. On this 90,000 rupees, I am not going to pay any tax because government has given a relaxation up to 1 lakh. You are not liable to pay any of the tax. So if my earning cross, let's say 10 lakh invested and became 13 lakh rupees. So first I need to deduct that 1 lakh rupees with the relaxation. On the remaining 2 lakh rupees, I need to pay a tax of 10%. So most tax efficient asset class in the world is definitely equity. So it is very tax beneficial. So I'll not take much of time. We can talk more in detail on taxation side. You are a tax expert. But yes, considering the time we already spent close to 2 hours, I'll just move ahead. So I think there are two simple ways to invest in mutual fund. One, you want to have a lump sum money, invest lump sum money at one go. Second way, like everyone has discussed, and even though Mr. Prakash ji also discussed about patience, discipline, integrity. So I think the process is the most important thing in life. If you have a process, for example, you all are qualified people, you reach there, you got your degree of chartered accountant, you make a process in your life, that's why you achieved it. Same case, same thing goes to the investment also. So if I'm going to make a process or a discipline, the SIP is a one way. SIP is nothing, is a recurring. Every month I am earning money. Every month I have expenses. Every month I am supposed to pay a child of my fees. Every month I am supposed to pay electricity bill. Why not make a process for my investment on a monthly basis? So SIP is a one way which makes you a disciplined thing. So whatever I have discussed as of now has very less relevance if we'll not emphasize on one thing in our life which can make or break the things in our life. We all heard about Albert Einstein in a different way. He's a scientist, but he come with a concept. Even though Prakash ji also discussed a little bit, I want to spend 1 minute over there. Then we wound up. So he beautifully explained that there are 7 wonders in the world. We heard about Taj Mahal and others, so and so forth. But he talked about eighth wonder. I don't know how many of you are aware of, many of you are. The eighth wonder we all know about, Albert Einstein beautifully explained the compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Just read the last line, what he has written over there. Who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. Most important, whatever in last 2 hours we have discussed, honestly speaking, just focus on this only one subject. My request, in your family, anyone is more than 10 years or 12 years old, please teach him the value of the compounding in his life. If he or she learn the value of this compounding, nobody can stop him to succeed in their life. That's a reality of the life. I just want to spend one example and then this is a formula. We all know the whatever principal we invest, 1 plus R ki power interest rate. Irony is just do a small test today, maybe tomorrow when you will get a chance with your neighbor, with your friends, with your colleagues. What happened? The conversation always happen on the principal. I give my recent example. 5 years back, my real uncle has bought one property of 2 crore rupees 5 years back. And last Sunday, during Diwali, when I met him, he told me, "Yaar, my value has increased by 20 lakh rupees." And broker called me, like, "I can give you another 20 lakh rupees. You can sold your property by 2,20,000 rupees." I said, "Uncle, Chacha, when I just calculate the return, how much is the return? It is nothing. It is less than saving bank account." The problem with us, we talk about principle. We read the statement by way of principle. You know, most of the people, you are chartered accountants professional, you have a very different brain, but other people hate to do a mathematical calculation. Just do a small exercise and tell them, boss, they always talk about, I bought a property of 5 crore, 5 crore rupees, 5 lakh 50,000 or 5 crore 50 lakh rupees or 10 crore rupees. But they never do what they hate doing calculation in terms of percentage. Do a small exercise. 2 ka double 4, 4 ka 8, 8 ka 16, 16 ka 32, 30 ka 64, 60, 128, 128, 256, 255 and 2. People will stop after 30 to 64 because we are human being. We hate doing calculation. We don't spend time on R. And the most powerful thing in the compound interest formula T, why I emphasize, because any child is 10-year, 12-year-old. If he learn the relevance of T, he can make or break the things. One example, let's take an example, very small example. It's a formula of compound interest, nothing unique, but just an example. There are two people. one is Ram and second is Sham. राम का क्या है, 28 साल की एज है उसकी, 5,000 रुपए हर महीना इन्वेस्ट करता है, 15% का ब्याज आता है जहां भी डालता है, 58 की एज तक इन्वेस्ट करता है, टोटल पॉकेट से 5,000 रुपए हर महीने देते देते 28 से शुरू करके 58 तक 30 साल के अंदर 18 लाख रुपए जेब से गए. पैसे की वैल्यू सिंपल कंपाउंडर्स के साथ होती है 3 करोड़ रुपया. There is another guy who always think, and because young generation has a trend has changed, people feel that yeah, I'm only 25, I'll start little late, how is going to make difference in my life? But just think if somebody has a tea with them, time with them in the compounding, how it is going to change the life for them. So Sham on the other side, he started at the age of 48. He's smart. Instead of 5,000, he's investing 15,000, 3 times of the money. Same rate of interest, 15%. Same till the age of 58, they both have invested. They both have saved 18 lakh rupees from their pocket. Both has a principal is same. Rate of interest is same. One has saved 5,000. Another has 15,000. Uma, I need your help. If somebody can just type on the chat box, what would be the tentative value for the Sham? That we need to teach our child to the society. They are not aware of. Can anyone just type any number? It may be 2 crore, 3 crore, 2.5 crore, 1 crore, whatever it is. So my message is not to do a calculation who can judge the right number. My objective is to tell you that are we really working on my compounding in my life? Are we saving? Are we putting a small penny for ourselves? Any number, Uma, which has shared by anyone?
No, sir, till not.
I request the audience, if anyone is up with a number of the calculation for the example as agreed by Manish Sharma ji, please share up a number. 4 crores, 1 crore by Jitu.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Jitu. You are very close. Just to give it it's only 42 lakh rupees. People think 5,000 is not going to change a life. Hang on, sir. If you save money, it can change the life. The only objective is you have to teach our child the value of compounding in especially the time. If he saves small amount, he can do wonder. He will not on the mercy of any of the people. We all know life is become nuclear. Retirement is difficult in life. People are moving abroad. They don't want to live in a joint families. It's very simple, basic things. If we are able to teach our child or our colleague or friend that boss, even though small 1,000, 2,000 rupees saving can make or break the things. So I think the compounding is everything. Financial planning is good, taxation is good, asset allocation is good, diversification is good, everything is. But if compounding is not there, sorry sir, wealth is not going to create. That's a basic principle of the life. So just a small, a lot of time people asking that what kind of portfolio I should have. This is a very simple thing. So tell me that because we are CFS, the core financial solutions, we are not a chemist. I may not able to give any of the product at this point of time. I may not going to talk about any of the scheme. Sir, this is a scheme is good because we are a doctors. We want to understand from the client that if, for example, doctor, when you go to chemist and you tell that I have a pain in my head or my nose is not comfortable, he give one medicine. बट आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो पूछता है कब से खांसी है, कब से जुकाम है, घर में किसी को तो नहीं है, बीपी तो नहीं है, शुगर तो नहीं है. We want to treat a customer like a doctor. We don't want just to be a chemist. So pardon me, I'm not going to share any of the scheme, feature, product XYZ because that is not going to solve the purpose. Every person has a different objective. But just to give a things from a perspective, if you are an aggressive client, what I mean by aggressive, you are young, you have money, you want to invest in equity, please put 60-70% in equity. If you are a moderate with the age of 50, invest 30-40% in equity and remaining to debt. If you are 60-65 plus, invest less amount in equity, more in debt and other thing. So with that, I think I'll stop here. I know we are already running so late. I have many things to cover, but I think I stop here with my presentation and thank you so much for listening here. Thank you so much.
Thank